We are building muscle in our upper body with 9 exercises plus a fire round. The only thing you're gonna need today will be your dumbbells, so grab those and let's get strong. Let's get our body warm, starting with a quick warm up. As we go through the warm up, I'm gonna explain the structure for today's workout, what you can expect, the weight to use, and we are just starting here with arm crosses. We only have 4 warm-up exercises, 2 weighted, 2 non-weighted warm-up exercises. So we'll make this nice and quick so we can get into this fun workout today. Last 2 here, and now we're gonna go into a reach and pull. So arms out straight. As you bring them back, keep those elbows up, squeeze shoulder blades around spine. Warming up through the back and arms here, into the shoulders. Now our focus is all about the back and biceps today. Again, we have 9 exercises we're gonna work through. We're gonna hit those 9 exercises 2 times through, and then we are gonna hit a fire round. Fire round is 30 seconds of all 9 exercises with no rest in between, just one right after the other. That's why it's called the fire round. And for our exercises today, we'll work for 50 seconds and then rest for 25. Again, we'll work down the list and then we'll hit those 9 again. From here, we're gonna grab just some light weights. I'm gonna grab my 10 pounds for bicep curls and rows. Just really starting to warm up through those muscles we're gonna be working today and focusing on our form. So let's start with curls. All the way down, squeeze all the way up. So right here, we're starting with really light weight. Again, nothing too heavy. We just wanna start activating the muscles, get the blood into those areas and start to feel those muscles work. So think about the muscles we're working. Right now is the perfect time to just clear your mind and remember that we're here to get strong. That will help you through this workout. It's gonna be a tough one, but again, so beneficial. All about being intentional today with today's training. That's every workout though. We always have some sort of intention, and today is building up the muscle and definition in our back and biceps. We're gonna hinge it over for a row, last one. So from here, starting off with good form, so roll those shoulders back. Nice long spine, hinge it over at the hips, soft knees, and we row. Hold it at the top, squeeze shoulder blades around spine, and then down. Exhale as you come up. So as we go through the first 2 rounds, where we're gonna be focused on that 50 seconds of work, 25 seconds of rest, that's where I want you to try to lift your heaviest. So lift to maximize that full 50 seconds. Should be challenging from the very beginning. Remember, the weight you choose is always relative to you, and that might even change day to day, just depending on how you feel. For this workout, that'll be the heavy part. Then when we hit the fire round, we're gonna lower the weight a little bit, use more of a moderate weight because we're gonna be working for 9 exercises at 30 seconds each. Optional today, if you want to, you can add on your wrist weights for just a little extra oomph. I'm gonna add mine on after our warm up. We'll do 2 more rows, then we're gonna get into our first exercise. We've kind of separated the exercises, all focused on back, then biceps. So from here, if you're adding your wrist weights, grab those, get the heavy weight. We're gonna start out with a right row and a left row. If you wanna use a chair or an elevated surface for a little extra support, as we're gonna work unilateral first, you can grab that, and let's do this. All right, starting off with either your elevated surface to use as some support or this forward leg, you can use that. We're gonna hinge it over, back flat, core engaged, and let's row. Take your time with each rep. Really think about that muscle in your back as you pull up, squeeze, wrap it around your shoulder blade, hold it, and then down. Breathing, exhale. And to give you an idea of how I adjust my weight from moderately heavy to heavy, generally when I do a row, I'll lift with 20. Today, as I'm working heavier, I'm gonna aim for 25. So that's gonna be my goal today. It's not usually a huge jump. And then of course the wrist weights add a little extra oomph. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Switch it up, other side, right into that other side. We've got 25 seconds. And the wrist weights are really good if you are working to get up to that next weight range, but you can't quite make the gap that you have. The wrist weights will help make that a little bit easier, shall we say, to make that jump. Other side, let's do it. Keep that spine nice and long. Core tight. Good. Hear yourself on that exhale. When that work comes up, we get a little extra power from our breath as we exhale, from our breathing, I should say, not from our breath. I don't know if I've ever been energized by that. Almost there. Whew. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, we're still working the back now, but this time we've got both arms working. We're gonna do a reverse grip row. So again, try to keep it heavy. Whew. All right, shoulders rolled back, soft knees, hinge it over. 50 seconds, reverse grip, palms away, and let's go. Squeeze up. Keep that spine long, keep that core tight. So think about squeezing your belly button into your spine as you bring those weights up. You can almost think about sticking your chest out through the weights here. That'll help you get a little bit deeper into that contraction, into those back muscles. And again, just stay focused right here as we lift. Whew. Now, if you don't have super heavy weight that you're working with today, that's totally fine. The thing with that, you can adjust by picking up your tempo just a little bit. When we're lifting super heavy, we have to go a little bit slower to make up for that extra weight. So if you got slightly lighter weight, pick up the pace, but keep that full range. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going into a narrow row. With a narrow row, I personally like to use 1 dumbbell. You can always use 2 and pin them together, but if you want to use 1, let's go ahead and adjust for that. And I'll just clasp my hands around the weight, crossing my fingers, but hinge it over, nice and low, strong, long back, and let's go. Squeeze it up. So arms nice and close to your body, and down. You can really feel this one working through those erector spinae muscles, which are little muscles that run right along your spine. So those are really good to strengthen those muscles up. Keeping a strong back will also help with your posture. Check in on your core, make sure that's tight, make sure that spine is long. Soft knees, hinging at the hips. Whew. Oh, this one is burning. We only have 1 back exercise after this, and we'll actually be working part of that shoulder complex in the back. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Now with this next exercise, rear delt flies, I'm gonna go down quite a bit. This is a challenging one. That rear delt, the rear deltoid is a small muscle group, part of that shoulder complex, still in our back though, and we're taking the weight away from our center of gravity, so it makes it very challenging. Now, if you find your lower back is starting to bother you a little bit from being hinged over, you can always take a staggered position as well. So staggered or wide, and here we go. That's one thing too, keep that core tight. That will help with that lower back. You can bring it up just a little bit as well. Building the endurance today here too. You'll see that in the fire round for sure. Lift and squeeze, soft elbows. Think about leading up here with your elbows, not with your hands. We're all about the biceps next. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, going on to biceps, starting with the bicep curl. Actually, I'm gonna lift with these. We're all about our pull muscles today. So you will see that's where the focus is. The pull muscles are the back of the biceps. Bicep curls, 50 on in 3, 2, and 1. Again, taking your time. If you have a more moderate to moderately heavy weight, just pick up your pace a bit in your lift and lower while still maintaining that good form and full range of motion. Exhale, breathe. Elbows tucked in and back a bit. As it starts to get tough, make sure you're still just using the biceps. You're not hunching or driving those shoulders up towards your ears. Because as soon as you start to do that, or if you start to pull away here and get those elbows up and away, that hits the shoulders instead. So keep it all in the bis right now. Last 3, 2, and 1. Woo. We have drag curls next. This is a good one. Still working the back a little bit. But with those drag curls, we're just gonna drag the arms back. So just a very slight hinge forward, arms out. So you're gonna think about pulling those elbows to the wall behind you. Shoulders rolled back still. And here we go. Dragging those weights up and down. So weights are gonna stay nice and close to your body as you drag them up. So dragging them up at just a slight angle here, so arms down, drag up. And at the top, you can really feel those biceps right here activating. Another thing, keep your wrists straight. Make sure as you're rowing up, you're not trying to twist the elbows inwards or towards you. Good, drag it up. Biceps on fire. Here's that countdown. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hammer curls next. Adjust your weight. Anytime you need a drink, you need to dry off, go for it. Already starting to get a little hot in here. Where are we? All right, let's go heavy. 10 seconds out. Breathing. All right, here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Good, with those hammer curls, the same thing we talked about with our bicep curls. Elbows back just a little bit, arms tucked in. Don't shrug with the shoulders and wrists straight. I know it's a lot to remember. Even, 15 plus years of strength training, I still find myself reminding myself of these different little form cues throughout. Because sometimes your mind just focuses on the burn and what the muscle's doing and not what everything else is doing. Exhale, squeeze, almost there. Then we have 1 exercise left. We'll get 60 seconds to rest. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Hitting failure on that one. That's what we're talking about. Go for failure. I know that sounds totally out of the norm, but strength training, that's what it's all about. And that's where we learn, that's where we grow, whether it's here or it's out there in life. So don't forget that. Pump, curls, we're gonna pump it up. We have got 3, 2, and 1. So pump it out here. Again, pump curls as we're lifting a little bit heavier, just a slightly slower pace. But with the pump curls, you wanna keep moving. Again, elbows tucked in. Now the biceps are tired because even throughout back, the biceps will come in as secondary muscles working to help that back out. So we have really been working the biceps for 9 total exercises. So if you're feeling it, you're doing it right. And I really don't know why my legs like to move when my upper body is burning, but it's how it goes. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Breathe, grab a drink, dry off, and enjoy this 60 seconds of rest. All right, so what we're gonna do, those same 9 exercises, we're gonna start back with the back and then work our way down. That'll be the last round through our 50 seconds of work, then we'll hit fire round. So start thinking about the weight that you use for that last round through, if you can up your weight at all. aim to do that. Even if you don't get as many reps in, don't worry about that. Don't ever think you need to get more reps in. Focus on the quality that you are lifting, and that is going to make a huge difference. So we got about 15 seconds. We're going back into just that single arm row, starting with one side and then switching it over. Let's see. I have got a plethora of dumbbells out here today. This is fun. All right, so single arm row, getting ready. Remember, back flat, core engaged. And let's do it. Hold it at the top for a second so you can feel that contraction. Pull, squeeze. Arms staying close to your body. All the way down. Let that arm come straight, hanging long, and then pull, squeeze. So those muscles get a chance to elongate, then contract, strengthen, and then down. So the way we build that muscle is by breaking the muscles down, then they build themselves back up stronger. So that's why we got to get out of our comfort zone. Last 3, 2, 1. Oh. Other side, 25 seconds. Remember, keep that core tight to help support that lower back. All right, we got 3. Here's 2, and let's row. 50 on, pull up, squeeze, wrap that shoulder blade around, and then down. All the way down, squeeze all the way up. Core tight, remember that, spine long. Woo. Almost there. Here it is, last 3, 2, and a 1. Oh, nice job. Back to our reverse grip row. So switching that hand position a little bit more. When we were in biceps, I mentioned that the biceps will come in secondary with our back work. With that reverse grip row, they really start to activate on that one. So just heads up, if you're feeling that in the biceps too, that's why the reverse grip works our muscles a little differently. So shoulders rolled back, strong core, and let's do it. 50 on. Squeeze, hold it up. Control down, nice and slow down. This work today that we're doing, also great for functional training, as a lot of these moves we do in our everyday life. That's why strength training not only benefits our body in so many ways, but also makes life easier. And I will tell you, that has been like one of the biggest motivators for me, is feeling that difference. And I'm telling you, you start to feel that difference out in life just because you've been training here, being intentional with your workouts. Woo. Whoa, Nelly, it is an awesome experience. Last 3, 2, 1. Oh, narrow row. So remember, the narrow row is where I like to use 1 dumbbell, but again, if you're using 2, just pin those dumbbells together. Keep that narrow hand position. All right, so getting our weight. Hinging it over, core tight. Long spine, drive those hips back, and let's do it. Row it up, squeeze. Hold it at the top for a second with this one. Now, if you are using just the 1 dumbbell, your fingers are just wrapped around that weight, so you don't have to try to over grip the dumbbells. That goes for all the exercises in pretty much every situation. Your fingers just kind of hold the weight into place. You don't have to over grip your dumbbells, especially when we're lifting heavy. Keep that in mind, because if you start to find your wrists are bothering you, it could just be because you are over gripping your weight and putting a lot of strain on your hands and wrists. Almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whoa. One more back exercise. We've got those rear delt flies. Remember that little tiny muscle back here in the shoulder complex. It's really cool once you start lifting to also see how all the different body parts with a T work together. All right, so here we go, rear delt flies. Let's do it. Exhale with that lift. Nice, slow and controlled down. Core tight, spine long. Drive that bum to the wall behind you and think about letting your head extend to the wall in front of you to keep that spine long. And when you do that, it really starts to activate the core as well. Like, you don't have a choice. You gotta keep the core tight when you're keeping that spine long. They go hand in hand. Here it is. Last 3, 2, and 1. Back to bicep. Woo. Oh, shake it out. Feeling good. Ready for bicep. Just that bicep curl to begin with. Okay. Do not grab different size weights for each hand. Oh, shoulders rolled down and back, elbows tucked in, and let's do it. Curl it up. This really is some serious strength training today. These are those workouts that are really gonna help you build that muscle. And when we have this 30 minutes to really just focus in on about 2 muscle groups, you'll see the pair to this workout was posted last week. So if you have not done that one, highly encourage you to make sure you hit that one, because that is all of our push muscles, the shoulders, the triceps, and the chest. So making sure that we're working evenly throughout, super important. I love a good full body workout. I love hitting it all, but also very important to take the time to work each muscle, give each muscle a little bit more time throughout our training. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, drag curls. Going heavy again. You remember these, because you can feel these. All right, so soft knees, as always. We're gonna drag up in 3, 2, and 1. Keep everything nice and close to your body. It's almost as if those arms are just passing right next to your body. You feel them? Pull and drag. Same thing here. We're not shrugging to get the weights up. We are dragging back, driving back with those elbows, working the bicep. Almost there. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Hammer curls next. So going to hammer curls, guess I'll just hang on to these. Sometimes it's more work to set them down, pick them up, so I'm just gonna hold them. 10 seconds. We are getting so close to the fire round. We have, what do we have? 2 exercises left at 50 seconds. We'll get 60 seconds to rest, then it's the fire round. So we got 50 here. Let's finish it up strong with these. Hammer curls, curled and controlled down. Now is actually a good time to start thinking about the weight that you're gonna wanna have handy for our fire round. So you might need to mix it up here and there, as the back muscles are a bit bigger than the biceps, so you might be able to go a little bit heavier for our back in the fire round and then drop it down for biceps. Again, something just moderate to moderately heavy, something that you can do for that 30 seconds with no rest for 9 exercises. So that is going to be where we're going to start building that muscular endurance. So we're really working strength right here. Then we have a little bit where we can work that endurance. Also, really gonna work muscular definition today. Last 3, 2, and 1. Going on to pump curls. Okay. Pump curls. This is it. Then we'll get 60 seconds. Shoulders rolled down and back. Breathing here. Last 50 seconds of work. Heavy 50 seconds of work. Here it is. Pump it out. Again, pump curls a little bit slower in our heavy rounds. Now when we hit that fire round, we're gonna drop that weight and we're gonna be very quick with these pump curls. As quick as we can with good form. Form is, it's my go-to because it is a solid foundation for our training. Not only is it gonna help you get the most out of your range of motion, but also it's gonna keep you the safest. Woo. Almost there. Last 3, 2, rest it out for 60. Grab a drink, dry off if you need. Good time to kind of clear up your space as well with those heavier weights that you probably won't use again. So let's talk about that fire round. Same exercises, 30 seconds, no rest in between, just enough rest to switch things over. So switch hand positions or switch what we might be doing there. We've got 30 seconds here. All right. I'm gonna have my 10, 15, and 20 and probably just kind of move throughout those. If you start to hit failure in that 30 seconds, switch it up quick and then go right back into it with a lighter weight. Or if you're not going heavy enough, switch it up heavier and then go for it. This is the burnout round, so really burn those muscles, make it feel good. Let's get strong. Focus here. Let's get ready. Right row first, so single arm row. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Row it up. So with this lighter weight, work at a slightly quicker pace while maintaining full range of motion all the way down, all the way up. Breathing. And you're gonna find out 30 seconds goes by very quick after we've been working 50 with heavy. Woo. Getting ready to switch it over. Here's 3, 2, 1. Right over to that other side. Nice strong core, long spine. Let's row 30. Now these 2 muscle groups that we're working today with the biceps, this is gonna help shape that bicep muscle, giving you that more rounded, defined look in your arm. And then also with the back, it'll give you a more tapered look down through your back and give you that definition through the back. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Reverse grip row. Whew. Here we go, 30 on reverse grip. Squeeze. I just like to give you all the details, why we're doing what we're working, what we're building. So you know that when I plan workouts, the workouts you do are the workouts I do. I do not add anything to my training. What you see here as we post is what you get. And what I have found, well here, I'll tell you in a second because we got 3, 2, and 1. Narrow row. 1 or 2 dumbbells, keep it close, and let's go. So what I have found with myself personally in training, and I found this worked even while I was doing personal training, was such a good way to train, is with those shorter, intentional workouts, as opposed to longer workouts where I did not have time for that, and I needed to find something that would work with my life and not just training be my life, because I do love it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Rear delt flies going in. Here we go. So when you still want to get results, but you don't have much time, Woo. Being intentional, working hard for 20, 30, 40 minutes is a winner. Oh my word, everything is burning. We are going into bicep curls here. 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right. You see why this is called the fire round? Oh my. Everything is on fire. I'm dropping my weight a little bit. So bicep curls here. We have 4 exercises left. All about those biceps. Drenched right now. Oh my word. Drag curls in 3, 2, 1. Woo. Drag it up. Here we go. Hold it and squeeze. This one, take it a little bit slower on that squeeze. Hold it. Hold, wrist straight. As you drag up, think about bringing those shoulder blades together. Pull, squeeze. So again, don't forget, the pair to this workout was posted last week. It's upper body, chest, shoulders, and triceps. Make sure you hit that one. Probably not today, but after your arms feel better. Last 3, 2, hammer curls. Here we go. Make sure to hit that one so that you are working all of these upper body muscles evenly. We got lower body in there as well. Don't skip leg day. Listen, friends don't let friends skip leg day. So here I am, friend. Don't let leg day pass you by. We've got 1 exercise left, those pump curls. Keep those elbows tucked in. Don't start swinging the weight. I kind of am like, I want to swing the weight here. That sounds easier. Pump curls in 3, 2, pump it out. Here we go. Last 30 seconds. And as we're working the upper body, I want to encourage you to grab the finisher that I'm going to share with you at the end of this for abs and core. During my pregnancy, I've not been able to do quite the same ab exercises as always. Now, we're still always working our core as we're training, but I really would like you to focus in on some ab work. So grab that finisher after that. I've got a ton of ab workouts, so you can always mix it up. Here's 3, 2, and 1. You absolutely rocked it. Do not forget, go just take a few extra minutes, work the abs, work the core. I'll see you over there. And then don't miss out on our other upper body work to really focus in on those muscles. You are amazing. You are getting stronger, and I'm so glad we can do it together. It is a life changer. It is a lifesaver, and I love you.